3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
What's going on, my rising youth filmmakers? This is your host, Evo the Exile of the Miami for Social Change Youth Film Festival. This year's Miami for Social Change Youth Film Festival will be held at the Silver Spot Cinema in downtown Miami at 10 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, July 24th. Not 10:01, not 10:30, 10 o'clock. So save your calendars, bring your family, your friends, your pastor, your dog, everybody, because we are shifting the narratives in the 305. Hope to see you guys there.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Three, two, one.
Here we go!
My name is Shayla Smichael and I'm a rising youth filmmaker. To me, social change means bringing awareness to most things that aren't spoken out in the world, such as racism, discrimination, hate crimes, and mental health. That's why in my PSA, The Effect, I decided to speak out on mental health such as depression so that people can know that you're not the only person that out there that's going through any mental health issues. It could be even anxiety or some mental disorder that you have going on. You're not the only one that's out there that's going through that, and you can always speak out to get help because you do have that support system to help you.
Well, it's that time of year again. Welcome to the Miami for Social Change Youth Film Festival. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, get your soft drinks, and snag them movie buddy and enjoy the show!
I am more than just Ikwerekwer.
Why can't I be more than just a car guard?
A pimp,
A drug lord.
a job thief, the face of cheap labor.
I am more than just a foreigner.
Why do you insist on killing my soul with your words?
Go back to your country.
Go back to your country.
You don't belong here.
Why am I not good enough for you?
Go back to your country. You don't belong here.
Why do you look at me in the eyes, with skin as black as mine, and deny me as your brother?
What about me? Look at me. Think of all the dreams that we have in common. I am Zambian. I am your colleague.
I am Congolese.
I am Malawian, and I am human.
I am South African, your sister of the soil. I am Zimbabwean, and I am your neighbor.
I am your friend.
My brain is like a house with bad electrical wires. I can change the bulb, but light keeps flickering. It gets even worse when it rains. It completely goes out. It gets dark and scary in my house. When the electrician fixes the wires, it only lasts for so long. The light is my happiness, my stability, my willingness to keep going on. And if the rain keeps making it go out, I might too.
Depression is a mental condition caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, and it affects millions of Americans every day. Your light in this world is valued. Don't let it go out.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
I'm calling the police. You almost did assault me and you're trespassing in my neighborhood.
Ma'am, hey! This is my neighborhood too.
Hello?
Ma'am.
911?
Ma'am.
Yes, I'd like to report an assault. Yeah. By an African American. Yes, I'm in the park. Thank you.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know?
Come here.
Say it, spit it out. What is it exactly? Your pain is the amount cleaning you out. Am I satisfactory? Like I wanna jump, like I wanna end me. Step on the glass, staple your tongue. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun. Bury a friend. I wanna end me. I wanna end me. I wanna end me. I wanna. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know?
Oh my, get out of the way, please. It's burning, bursting into flames, and it's falling on the mooring fast, and all the folks between it. This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's like 400 or 500 feet into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. It's smoke and it's flames.
Johnny, what's going through your mind right now? How are you feeling?
I don't know.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. Tell me how you felt coming to school this morning.
Hurt.
Hurt from what?
Everything.
Can you tell me about Jordan?
What about him?
I heard he likes messing around with you.
Any abuse?
And why do you see it that way?
You understand if you were there.
And what led you to finally act upon yourself? So is that how you got that?
Yeah.
And this altercation with your father caused the altercation with Jordan?
Yeah.
I think I dealt with anxiety ever since I could remember, but I didn't really realize the extent of it until I got older. There's a lot of denial involved that I think comes from shame and the people around you not really believing you have an issue. For me, it just kept escalating through the years until I started getting these severe physical panic attacks. I really do think that if I saw help sooner, I would have avoided eventually getting these attacks. I think the problem with anxiety disorder is that it presents itself in many ways and it has so many faces. It makes it harder to pinpoint the issue. One way it presented itself for me as a kid was through social anxiety. That feeling of being trapped in my own body, wanting to talk and socialize, but being paralyzed in the process. Sooner or later, people start to notice. Anxiety loves to mingle with depression for a lot of people. It feeds on that hopelessness that's brought on by that chemical imbalance and just general depression symptoms. It creates a cycle of fear and emotional pain that when you put them together, it's like being stuck in a hole. And like social anxiety, it's paralyzing in its own way. Anxiety definitely exacerbates other issues people struggle with, like addiction. It's so difficult to work on your issues on your own when you have something weighing you down physically and emotionally. It really doesn't matter what the drug is, anxiety helps people stay addicted. I think anxiety disorder has also entered a new dynamic now during COVID and social distancing. Anyone dealing with anxiety right now is facing more challenges now that they have limited to no contact with the outside world. When you strip away a sense of community and togetherness, it sets the stage for anxiety to thrive. I really recommend for people to learn about themselves and what works for them and seek help. You wouldn't just stay home with a broken leg and do nothing about it at all to treat it. There's really no difference here. So yeah, I would just say learn about yourself, do your research, and definitely reach out.
How long until we can no longer fear being the outcome of someone who had a bad day? This violence is not going to stop until we start seeing each other as who we truly are. We are not virus-carrying vessels. We are not objects to be sexualized. We are not your model minority. We are not chimps. We are not your scapegoats, and we are not your punching bags. We are Americans, children of God, and we are not going to continue taking this. This statement, "we are all human," sounds like common sense that shouldn't have to be emphasized. But as has been made apparent by bullets and fists, there is still trouble understanding it in today's society. This message of unity is long overdue. This media recognition is long overdue. And our voices will continue to shout until they can break the barriers that once held us down in fear. And then, and only then, can we truly call ourselves land of the free.
Segregation. Mass incarceration. Redlining. I have one question to ask. Where do these principles come from? Is everything as black? and white as it seems? To understand this, we're gonna have to go deep in the past, deeper than most have gone before. It all starts here, January 31st, 1865, where after hundreds of years of enslavement, the African slaves were finally free. During these times, America was completely divided, with the Southern Confederates threatening to actually leave the Union due to them being unable to have slaves. Eventually, the Union won and the Confederates lost. However, they lost at a great cost. The Union needed slaves, and they didn't have any. So what did they do? They created a system that completely mirrored the effects of slavery. (1891) was the first year an official prison system was made, and that began the mass incarceration of the African American community. These effects happen still to this day, to this very second. Despite African Americans making up 13% of the population, we are 2.5 times more likely to be arrested than white people, whilst also making up most of the prison population. Does this rest easy with you? No, but it doesn't stop there. Segregation and redlining completely separated both white and black demographics across a given area. This was most prevalent when approaching the mid-1900s, where the civil rights movement started to help to condemn this social structure. Due to this social structure, African American communities were treated very unfairly, receiving less funding and having higher crime rates. Due to many civil leaders' efforts, this has been abolished. However, many effects of this still live on today, mostly in predominantly black and white neighborhoods. Today, we live in a world that's not so black and white. However, we still live in a world where racism and prejudice continue to still run rampant, no matter how far we try to sprout forward. It's time to look at the past to see how we can reimagine our future. Remember to always look back.
Black. Disrespected, unprotected America. I walked to the corner store to get a drink. Threat. I give you the same forged $20 bill that the tall white man gave you, yet I'm a thief. I lay on the ground defenseless, shouting out, I can't breathe! I can't breathe, mama! I can't breathe!
They will kill me, man.
Murdered. In broad daylight as the media surrounds me and watches the life leave me in a puddle of blood in front of my mouth. Asleep. In my house, a sleeping nurse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bullets pierced through my defenseless body. Powerless. The most disrespected person in America is the black man, yet the most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman.
I'm afraid of the people who are supposed to protect me and to take care of me.
The megaphone in my hand is heavy as the white man's gun, I scream out words to you, but it's not for you to hear. But today I'm telling you that I will not be silenced. I will not back down. In the midst of my people's oppression, I will rise. For Trayvon, for Atatiana, for George Floyd, for myself, and for the silenced. Black Lives Matter.
I wear this mask.
Not only for myself,
but for all those who surround me. I wear this mask
because my heart is big enough to realize
that I'm not the only one being affected. It's our responsibility
to stay protected
so that we don't get infected. It's more than a mask.
The prevention of corona, the very thing allowing me to come home to a healthy family.
Stay protected so you don't get infected.
You just have to wear a mask and simply stay on task.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I need help.